This is a Bitcoin hardware wallet. All right, guys, I think it's about time, right? It's about time to do the unveiling, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you want to do a quick drum roll? All right.
So
So this is it, guys. I'm about to show you something really cool. What up, Vigilantes? I'm right here with Zach. Zach is for real. You for real, man? Are you for real?
I think so.
All right, so you guys heard of Ledger Nano, Trezors, and here we have this box with this. It says Foundation. It has a little triangle. What is Foundation?
Sure. So Foundation Devices is our company. I'm the co-founder and CEO. We make sovereign computing devices. We're trying to empower everyday individuals with sovereignty. And so this is our Passport Batch 2, our Bitcoin hardware wallet.
So this is a Bitcoin hardware wallet. Is it open source?
It is. So actually a little thing that's different about us is that Passport is fully open source, not just the firmware, but also the hardware designs, the schematics, the PCB design files, everything is open source.
Trezor's not open source.
Trezor is open source.
I thought it was.
Ledger is the one that's
Oh, okay.
Ledger is completely closed
Oh,
source. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Ledger's the one that's. Okay, so Trezor's your competitor.
I mean,
In
in a
the
sense, we are competing with them, but we're pretty focused. We're a Bitcoin-only hardware wallet. We work really well with all of the leading-edge Bitcoin features, like multi-sig is like a first-in-class multi-sig experience on Passport. We do stuff that like Ledger and Trezor can't do. So if you want to have 50 different coins or something, then we're not really competing with them, right? Because we can't do that. But if you want to have the best Bitcoin self-custody experience, Passport offers that.
right on. Are you compatible with Samurai wallet?
So Samurai, unfortunately, is not compatible with any hardware wallets.
Oh.
Yes, it's a pure software wallet. But they have a
Okay.
cool tool called Sentinel. It's a separate app on Android that lets you manage, essentially looking at your public keys and track all your balances. And they are working on support for hardware wallets on Sentinel. And so I think we would be one of the first ones with compatibility with that app once they're ready.
Yeah. Okay. So what led you down this path
Sure.
to work on a Bitcoin specific hardware wallet?
Yeah, so I've been, in Bitcoin since 2013 or so, using, the air gap computer, removing the Wi-Fi card before there were even hardware wallets. And then,
Right.
Trezor and Ledger came out around 2015, 2016, and, the form factors, the experience hasn't really changed since then. It's
Right.
kind of like they've been doing the same devices, small improvements,
Right.
but kind of like the same thing. Nothing that would make it easier for like a new person to Bitcoin to just take self-custody. It's like if I give someone a Trezor or a Ledger, I have to hold their hand through the whole process. I can't just give it to them and say, get set up, because people make a lot of mistakes. There's a pretty high bar, a high learning curve.
Right.
So at some point, we started the company about 2 years ago in April of 2020.
Wow, congratulations. Wow.
Yeah, we said this is crazy that everything's pretty stagnant, everything's really hard to use. Let's make something that is beautifully designed, that's actually intuitive and enjoy to use.
Nice.
While also being true to our principles.
It looks like a little phone, guys, for back in the when cell phones came out.
Well, we did that intentionally.
It
Like
looks-
an old Nokia, right?
Yeah, the old
We
Nokia,
did that
yeah.
intentionally because, one of our mantras is, Bitcoin is already hard enough for someone to figure out. You shouldn't have to also learn how to use the hardware wallet. You shouldn't have to learn how to, I'm going to enter this 8-digit pin with 2 buttons on this tiny little screen. We want it to be something you want to pick up, you want to turn on, you already know how to use the
Right
device
on.
itself. But we also want to be true to our principles, right? We want to be fully open source, not the stack. We actually manufacture it in the USA as well. I think we might be the only ones doing that.
Dang, hey, what's up? What's going on?
We wanted this for
America.
ourselves.
That's
what I mean?
awesome.
I was looking around, I don't want to be buying this stuff for my own Bitcoin, and there was nothing out there. So fine, it's 2020. We're just gonna have to start a company and just start making what we want for ourselves.
All open source.
All open source.
How many audits?
So,
went
so
into
we've
this?
done one security audit.
Okay.
It's by, if you know, the wallet.fail guys. They did
Yeah,
some
you know
pretty
the wallet
viral
fail. They're
presentations.
badass. Yeah.
They are. So
Oh yeah.
we paid them to do that. We did something a little different.
But they're still around.
They have their own consulting firm.
Oh, so they're
A
just
lot of
doing consulting.
security audits and other stuff now. So they're not as public as they were. They did some pretty badass presentations.
Yeah, they did.
Back in the day, where they hacked every hardware wallet like on stage.
Yeah, that was
you know,
incredible.
A few years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
So they did our security audit, and they said that we're the only ones who actually published it. So it's actually on our website, foundationdevice.com/security. You can go look at the PDF of their audit. And, we did that because it aligned with the open source philosophy, right?
Right on.
We're going to commission a security audit. We're not going to keep it secret, even though it's kind of embarrassing because it's a list of all the things.
No.
Fix,
But that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it.
Exactly.
Break fast, fail fast, so we can fix it and then
And we
move
did,
forward.
so we not only published the audit, but we published a side-by-side PDF with our response and what we did to fix it, so you can kind of see the raw audit, and then you can see our kind of explainer and response, what we did to address each issue that they found.
Are you looking forward to like doing continual audits as newer versions come out?
Yes, so this is our batch 2 version. So we shipped 1,000 of our Founders Edition devices last year. So we uploaded to do this batch 2 update, but this is the same exact hardware and firmware architecture. So we didn't feel the need to do a new audit for this one because it's pretty much the same as the stuff that we've been shipping now for a year.
Okay.
But if and when we do new hardware architectures, new firmware, or significant updates, then obviously we'll recommission those guys or someone else.
How much will this puppy go for in the open market?
Yeah, so this is shipping the next 3 to 4 weeks. This is our batch 2 device. So we're manufacturing 2,500 of them. It's going for $199 right now. Once we start shipping, the price will jump up to $220.
Okay, right on. That's pretty legit. All right, guys. I think it's about time, right? It's about time to do the unveiling, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you want to do a quick drum roll? All right.
So that's great trouble.
Or you can do the right there. All right. So this is it, guys. I'm about to show you something really cool. Caught my attention. So I'm gonna hold the box, and wow, dude, it just feels good.
Yeah.
Dude, this feels
great.
great. Oh wow.
I can talk
Guys,
all day about
when
this.
you guys hold this in your hand, you're like, damn, this is sexy. Okay, so I'm gonna show it to you guys. Ready? So this is the box. What else comes in here? Let's see.
Yeah, for sure. So we got the box itself. We got like a getting started card that'll link you to download our mobile app that we're coming out with called Envoy. We got like a seed word, you can write down your seed words. We got an industrial grade micro SD card. Now this is good for doing an encrypted backup with Passport, which is awesome. So like if you lose it, it restores everything to your device, like exactly how you had it before. You also use the SD card for firmware updates. So we package one of these, for you. This is not your everyday.
You can buy more from you?
Yeah, not from us right now, but we will probably do that in the future.
Awesome.
Yeah. Then we also have a USB-C power-only charging cable, so this thing cannot transmit data, only power. And then we got SD adapters for both Lightning and USB-C, so for your iPhone or your Android phones, that you can immediately go through the whole setup experience and firmware update right from your phone without needing to go on the computer or anything like that.
All right, guys, so check this out. This is what you see when you look inside. Are you ready? I'm gonna show it to them. So hold it and check this out, guys. We're gonna go this camera first. Look at the inside. How sexy that looks. You see it? That's the adapters that just fell off.
It's all good, yeah.
For Android and Apple. It's got the wires in there. All right, so show them how it's like a little phone, right?
Yeah. So we got a couple.
You gotta cover your face.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I'll get a couple little features on here. So we got this nice bright color IPS display. It's laminated for open heart glass, so it's almost like.
Here, let's go over there so that they can see it.
Yeah, definitely. And we got color, user interface and everything. And then it's really cool. The back cover actually attaches magnetically. We've got the rechargeable, user replaceable lithium-ion battery. And the entire structure of the device is metal. It's cast in zinc alloy. We played it in real copper, so it's pretty. It has a good weight to it.
Yeah, it's a good vibe.
Yeah, good weight to it. And then the camera on the back is the primary way of using Passport. It's actually the camera and the QR codes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, right on, brother. This is pimp. I want to take one for a test drive.
Not one of these. These are one of our first 5.
Oh, really?
Production. Yeah.
All right.
But
Maybe we can talk about that.
we'll be shipping in the next, 3-4 weeks. So definitely get you one for proper.
Awesome.
Proper look. Yeah.
This is beautiful, guys. This is gorgeous. This is amazing. Here, let's cover our faces again.
Yeah.
Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at the inside. This is Bitcoin done right, guys. Look at that bad boy. Oh, there you go. See? Zach, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, this is great.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you so much. This is amazing. You really caught my attention. I mean, this is. I like that you're giving treasure competitions. It's about time. Get them.
I mean,
Get 'em.
it's we don't like stagnation. We want to keep making it actually easier, and we want to actually like using the hardware wallet, right? We don't want it to be something where you always have to, you want to tell your mom or your friend or whoever to use Bitcoin, and you got to walk them through it all. We want it to be easy enough where you can just get someone's box, go through the whole experience themselves, and enjoy the experience. Make it lower the barrier to self-custody, and not keep it as difficult as it is today.
Right on, right on. What's the future for Foundation Passport?
So
Where do you see yourself going as a company?
Yes, so like I said, we're building tools to allow everyday people to become sovereign individuals, right? So we're going to keep making it easier to achieve sovereignty, both on just being able to make it easier and easier to store your Bitcoin. Building out our mobile app Envoy, which right now is just like a companion for the hardware, but we'll build it out into a standalone app. And then just make it easier for you to continue to build hardware and software that allow you to just better achieve sovereignty. So that might be security just above just Bitcoin storage. We're interested in making it easier to secure all your accounts, for example, multi-factor authentication. That kind of thing.
That's really cool.
We have a lot ahead of us. Yeah.
Okay, so would you ever consider? Because I know even the most hardcore BTC maximalists, if they had to choose a second coin, gun to the head, they would say Monero. Have you considered doing one from Monero?
We have not. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're a Bitcoin-centric company. We think that the focus right now is really important. What we've seen with some of the other hardware wallet companies is that by choosing to focus on lots of other coins, they actually lost track of all the innovation in Bitcoin. So, for example, they don't provide a good multi-sig experience.
I see.
So
Okay.
we're trying to provide the most simple, pleasant, Bitcoin experience that embraces all the latest Bitcoin features. That is amazing for power users and even new users alike. So I think that focus is really important. It allows us to keep a small, lean team as well and move much faster. But we'll see. Obviously, a lot of people have been especially at this conference and asking us about it. Yeah.
So, yeah, man. We like our privacy around here. So, let me ask you something. As a company, are you guys self-funded or how does it
We
go?
actually are VC funded.
Okay, right on. Okay, and they're not tying you down to Envision. They're cool. They're cool VCs. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're here. We're super upfront about our vision.
Nice.
About sovereignty, privacy, open source.
Right on.
Like that, we've been upfront about that from day one. It's like our thesis as a company.
That's
that
awesome.
It's going to matter more and more in this decade. So I guess we end up finding investors that are philosophically aligned personally. Just let us do our thing.
No, I mean, congratulations in doing that. That you found good investors.
It's a hard pitch, to be honest, especially in April 2020 and the world is shutting down.
Yeah.
We're trying to raise money to pursue hardware and Bitcoin hardware nonetheless. So a little difficult, but we got past that, right? So.
Dude, I'd love to know who these investors are if you feel comfortable sharing. This is fucking awesome.
Yeah, we have a good amount of angels and stuff.
Okay,
But
awesome.
Our seed round is led by Bolt, which is a early stage hardware investor. So this was their first foray into anything Bitcoin related.
Are they out of Austin, Texas?
No, they're out of California.
Okay, cool.
In Boston. Actually.
Okay, right on.
Yes.
Well, good for them. You guys are awesome. That's a good house then. I'll keep them in mind.
So we have a lot of, they don't really do much in the space at all.
Okay.
But because we're doing some really cool stuff with tightly integrated hardware and software, they kind of put their thesis and they wanted some exposure to this industry, right? And
Yeah.
usually there's not many opportunities for investors that are looking at hardware and software to be exposed, to this industry.
All right, guys. So look, this is what the market is about. Is about moving things forward, and you really are. I think you're really gonna give the competitors a run for their money because this looks beautiful.
Yeah, word is spreading.
Gosh, it's just I just want to hold it.
Yeah, I know, right? It has a good weight to it from the metal.
Yeah, I love the colors too.
Thank you.
Dude, you did a great job. Zach, this is
So
awesome.
we call this we updated the design. I know you got some good plausible deniability
Yeah.
offset.
Oh yeah, I can help you.
Customers told us they took it through the airport. And
Oh, dude.
maybe that'll change when we're selling millions of them, but at least for right now.
No, that's one thing. That's one thing about crypto's only gonna get more popular. Everyone knows what this looks like, and they're gonna be like, oh, that's not fun. So, man, I wonder if in the future there would be some way to just like we have phone cases, disguise this puppy as a phone.
People have asked also for an optional splash screen where when you turn it on, it looks like a phone, so they can just be like, look, this is a phone, and then you can still enter your PIN and go into the hardware wallet.
Well, what? Okay, let me give you an idea.
Sure.
Create a Graphene OS interface that you actually have a phone.
I mean, that would be cool. Not this thing's a little low powered for that, right?
Okay.
This processor runs, I think it might be actually the fastest processor in a hardware wallet, believe it or not. It runs at about half a gigahertz, 480 megahertz. But what you'd see in a Android phone that can run Graphene or Calyx or something, I mean, you're looking at a more recent high performance ARM processor. You're looking at in the gigahertz type territory. And you need a lot more memory and everything. So it's very much a different kind of beast. But look, I mean, long-term roadmap, we are super interested in that kind of stuff. Yeah.
This is sexy looking.
Thank you.
So who the heck designed this?
So we have this awesome head of design. His name's Andy. I liken him to be like if Johnny Ive drove a Wrangler, and have a nice beard. We got libertarian, Johnny.
Yeah. Okay.
Industrial design.
That's awesome.
Software design. He's awesome. Yeah.
This is so cool. Yeah, it looks like it came from this is something that a real cool high-end car company would have built.
Yeah.
It has that vibe, man. It's so sexy.
The original version was chunkier. It didn't really have any it didn't look as cool. I think we decided to go for more inspiration from little kind of Art Deco flair, and we call it a digital deco. You can see on the back there's this light pattern. If you move it in the light, it's kind of cool. There's these lines
Yeah.
on the surface. We call it it probably can't see it on camera.
I can't see it unless they do this and we cover our faces. Cover your face, yeah.
Try and see if you can see it when you move the light.
Yeah, they can see it.
Yeah. So we call it calling it digital deco. It's our updated design language here. So it's pretty distinct. I don't think not many devices look like this right now.
Digital Deco. I love Art Deco. No wonder I was attracted to it. I love Art Deco.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. This is great. Wow. Okay, so I see that there's a camera-looking thing here.
There is.
What? It's a camera for QR codes?
QR codes, yeah. So Passport is actually air gapped. So what that means is that there's no Bluetooth, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no NFC, there's also no USB data. So you don't plug it into a computer. The only way to communicate with Passport is with camera QR codes or with the micro SD slot on top. It actually works really well.
Which is right here, guys.
Yeah, which is right there. It works really well, especially with mobile, because you just have an app on your phone and you just flash a couple QR codes to Passport. It takes about a second.
Wow.
For an unsigned transaction, then you can look at the transaction details on the big screen. You can verify that, address is right, amount is right. You sign the transaction, and then you just flash a couple QR codes back to the phone, and that's how you sign. What's cool about that is that we have broad compatibility with every popular mobile wallet and desktop wallet actually for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So it's so easy for developers to just plug into Passport because all you do is QR codes, And that's one of the big things with hardware wallets. USB doesn't work on iPhones, right? So it's one of the things that's hampered mobile adoption of of hardware wallets. You know, most of the hardware wallets are stuck on your computer with like a computer
Right.
app. Yeah.
This is awesome. Congratulations. If you're seeking any more rounds of investment,
We probably will in the future, but not right now. Yeah.
that's the answer I like to hear. When entrepreneurs are like, I don't need your money, I don't want your money. But maybe in the future.
Maybe in the future. Yeah.
Pleasure meeting you, Zach.
Thanks so much.
Keep up the good work.
Appreciate it.
And may the market reward you, my friend. This is amazing. All right, guys. Well, you heard it here first. And we will be in touch with you. Sounds good? Awesome.